Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old. It's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Stay high, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm too geek. Walking by myself, but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, we, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me money boy, or you can call me nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches is some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. Okay, it had me muted still. All right, we're back up to finish this interview between Lennon and Umar's nephew. I don't even remember where the hell we was at the other day, but we got to finish it. So let's go. Cut the speed up. Playback speed.
Marine sergeants in America. One of the first black, he trained white people how to be Marines, but he was one of the first.
You're talking about he was a drill instructor. A drill instructor in the Marines.
In the Marines, right? And that wasn't a title for black people to hold at all at that time.
Back then. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So and they brought Islam to Camp Lejeune. Camp Lejeune is a whole thing right now, and that's a lot of people don't even know about that.
Yeah,
Camp Lejeune with the water.
But let's not bring it just because that's dealing with Jamal, and I know all that information. Right. But let's set that aside if you don't mind. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah. Okay. So I just want to get clarity in terms of the timeline that you've been painting. So at this point, you haven't seen your grandmother. You said your sister hasn't even seen her in quite some time.
Yeah, since he kicked her out that time.
Okay, and then you said your mother hasn't seen her since, what did you say, 2021?
Yeah, like 2021. Yes.
Okay. Do you know if any other family members have seen your grandmother since Umar moved in?
Nope. The most recent time they seen her was Umar bring my grandma out for funerals. So he brought her out for my great grandma Betty Johnson funeral, and he brought her out for my grandmom's sister who just died funeral too as well. So that was the only 2 times.
Okay.
And she just passed away probably like 4 months ago, and that's when he brought my grandma out for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. This is an aunt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's sister. She looked just alike. They look like twins.
Yeah, that's what Lene said. Yeah. Let me ask you this. You've called the authorities to try to get some intervention with your grandmother's living conditions, and you said that they did send someone out, but they were turned away. Do you know if any other family members have done that?
Yeah, they said they have, but they didn't really get like no feedback. They didn't get like no callback, anything like that. It was more so like they sent them and then they didn't hear nothing back. And then to me, they called me back and said, hey, this was the situation. Somebody did answer the door. They said that she was fine, stuff like that. So I was adamant enough to get some type of feedback from the authorities. My family was more so like they was adamant too as well. But like the fact that the authorities just left it how it was, they left it how it was too as well. But I was getting feedback from them a lot. Yeah, so it wasn't since I say for the last 2-3 years, nobody heard nothing, seen nothing since the most recent funeral. And even after that, she was like smiles and things like that, but her MS, so like she can't really talk, she can't really see. I mean, she can see, but like things get blurry, stuff like that. So like she's not all the way there, but she had some sense of happiness of being around family, but it wasn't like nobody could have any type of one-on-one interaction with her at all. So it was still manipulated within the environment.
Yeah. So why do you think Umar did all of this?
One, because he felt like people neglected his mom, because allowing her to be with a man that he felt like wasn't the right man for her. Hey, to each his own. As we know, women gonna do what they want to do regardless. They're gonna be who they want to be with regardless. So it's neither who you wanted her to be with or not. She been with this man longer than I was born. I'm 29, so I can't know what like she's gonna be with him. So that was one. And also I feel like that was like just all my brothers, I mean all my uncles and aunts and stuff like that, they look at my grandma as like, which is their mom, as everything. They don't really give too much to their dad. So like obviously Jamal, they don't really mess with Jamal at all. So it's just only their mom. So like for him, it's like, yeah, this is all I have. And obviously Jamal don't.
Okay, y'all. So I was just doing my going to IG and going to check on my Dr. Umar stuff, but I'm subscribed to Lene too, or following her just so I could keep up with some of the shit that's going on. Now again, now I'm finna just start saying this bitch is crazy. Now she took a speech of Umar doing something, and she writes on her, now every time he moves or speaks against something happened. I told this man I'm powerful. We gonna see. I ain't been wrong yet. I'm blessed. I'm favored. Leave me be. You stupid bitch. By that logic, everybody is blessed and favored. You're no more powerful than the next person. She really thinks all this shit that's going on is because of her. She's starting to get annoying at this point. So now, I don't even know how old this goddamn video is, but the fact that she says every time he moves or speak against her, something is gonna happen. Ain't nothing happened to this nigga though. He ain't been in no car accident or no wreck or nothing. He going through the same shit he been going through for 10 years. What's new? These hoes is crazy. You gotta watch who you put your dick in, Umar.
Care at all in any shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I have to ask about that because Jamal is aware of what's been happening.
Yeah, he knows.
To the best of your knowledge, has he done anything to help your grandmother?
Nah, no. He said, man, that's crazy.
Umar
I just hope that
keep
she's
putting
fine.
up
I
these
hope
text
y'all.
messages from supporters.
He give good, like,
this lady is a
sincere,
stalker though. I'm inclined to believe
and
Umar
responses,
at this point.
He's I feel like guilt make you tilt. So he know with whatever they went through before I was born, eats him up a lot.
Yeah.
So like he knows like he don't do nothing, but I can tell like on past conversations that he do care, but like it's just too far in the deep end. So like it's nothing that he can really do. And if he do try to do it, it's gonna open up a whole can of worms that he don't want to open, and it's gonna hurt even more. So
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so like he'll
this is Umar's response to all the drama that's going on. And again, all this drama started around the 4th of July. And so he just showed his analytics from IG stemming from July 4th to August 12th, which shows he got since she didn't exposed him, and this is 2 weeks after the exposure, he done got 43.9 million views on his IG, 1.5 million interactions, and he's gotten 44,300 new followers. That's why I told this lady, you ain't doing nothing but making him more popular. He's used to the negative publicity because he's been getting it all this time, but y'all are still sending new people there because y'all, if some people ain't never heard of this nigga and they hear y'all talking about Umar and they curious and they want to go see who the fuck he is and why y'all talking about him, and some of them get hooked by the nigga's wordplay. That's Umar's mind state right now. Again, I don't like this nigga, but I understand social media and I understand his responses right now. He's ignoring this shit, which he should have did from the get-go. When she came out talking her shit, he should have just ignored her. He made it worse when he came out and said her pussy was stanky and all of that shit there. He made it worse. He should have just kept going forward like he was doing. But he acting like this shit didn't happen. 43.9 million views. See, that's why he be calling people struggle streamers, because niggas ain't doing them. I don't think all of us combined is getting them type of numbers.
He'll say things to me like show his concern, like him asking is enough for me. Because when I was growing up,
she powerful and she gonna stop him. And every time he do something bad gonna happen.
Like it was never him asking about my grandma and her asking about him. It was never it. But since this situation, he showed some type of concern, but like he don't want to get involved. Yeah. So that allows me to know like he cares, but like he know his butt so much. Honestly, he can really do.
Yeah. Okay. There were some questions from the chat room. If we can take those before we do that, let me just ask a couple of things. So Umar has, I don't know if you know this, but he has 3 baby mamas. He only claims 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Have you met any of the baby mamas?
Nah. No.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I see Lennon did a joke talking about he may have a
yeah, I met his first one.
A white baby, a white son.
The other question I had is you said it twice, maybe 3 times, that you never saw Umar with a woman.
Yeah, I never seen no woman ever.
Okay, what does that mean though? So you're saying when you were younger, you never saw him with a girlfriend or a fiance or nothing like that?
Nope, never. It just Umar. He was just in a millennial term. He was just always locked in. Like he was just always like on his A game, always like a scholar. So like he never was. You can't never. If I seen him, he had a book in his hand, or he's speaking to people with a book in his hand. So like he never was on any self pleasure at all. I never seen him do any type of self pleasure outside of like education ever.
Okay. Let's take. Well, let me just make sure I got these. See, Umar is he is the primary caretaker at this point. He has power of attorney.
Yep.
I also had asked, has any other family members taken care of your grandma? You answered that one. And then you also said that he was a school principal, so I got that too. And then I asked the question, when was the last time that you answered that one as well. These were just some things that I had written down here. Okay, so let me go into the chat room, and if you have questions, just type it inside in all caps. Okay, inside the chat room. Okay, this one is from no, I'm not that first one. I'm not going to read. Fairchild Republic says, does he truly believe that he is a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass? If so, what proof does he have? Because the Douglass family has denied this repeatedly and has asked Shoemake to cease and desist with this claim. So this is a big controversy dealing with. So go ahead.
So the Frederick Douglass, the Bailey's family have a group chat, right? The Bailey Carson family have a group chat. I'm in that group chat.
You talking about on Facebook? That one?
Yeah, I'm in the group chat. We talk about the same stuff. Everything like that, post of family, stuff like that. Most of the people in that group chat look just like me. Light skin, light eyes, different variations. But like, yeah, we have family reunions. We have the whole.
They denied y'all. He just said they denied y'all.
Yeah, are you aware that Jamal Johnson took a DNA test and the DNA test came back that there's no blood relationship or genetic relationship to Frederick Douglass?
He is the kin of the cousin. He is related to the cousin of Frederick Douglass, which is like an offspring per se, but.
Bruh, if there is no DNA that connects the nigga that made all of y'all be able to say that y'all descendants of Frederick Douglass, you not related to him, nigga. The only way you would be related is through your granddad who told Umar that shit, and he took a DNA test, and he ain't related. See, this man is telling you what the family has come out personally and said, don't nobody give a fuck about no group message. Y'all ain't related. Shit.
It's still in the same kin. Definitely same kin, but not the exact directly.
So he's saying fuck DNA.
The DNA shows that there's no genetic relationship. No DNA relationship.
Yeah, I can take that.
I mean, I can pull up the post. Want me to pull up because Jamal actually
I got access to our DNA, our ancestry. Like we got the whole thing carved in wood.
Okay, because the thing is that Jamal, he did a video to explain that. He took the video down, but he also did a post, and he stated specifically that that he's not a descendant, and that none of the children are descendants of Frederick Douglass, and the DNA test proved that there is no genetic relationship whatsoever.
Yeah, directly to Frederick, but we are the descendants of the cousin of Frederick Douglass.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're talking about cousin
he's just
Stephen,
trying to find.
but the thing is that on the descendants of the actual descendants of Frederick Douglass, they actually state that there's no evidence that Stephen is related to Frederick Douglass.
But yeah, they never caught any. They never got DNA from Stephen. Like it's more so for like books and stuff. I'm saying like him saying that he's related. Like this is my family. This is my relative. But they don't have no DNA.
Okay. All right. The next one is did any of Umar Johnson's siblings try to get custody of the grandmother? How come grandma is still in Umar Johnson's care? Does Umar Johnson's mom specifically want to be with Umar Johnson? You answered the first part, right? That
you can't. Yeah, it go by the age. It go by the oldest. And grandma's still in. Yeah, she's still in Umar care because once you have full right of the person, once a person have MS, they have no ability to understand of anything.
Yeah, so
you are their mouthpiece. Yeah, he's the power. That's the whole purpose of power of attorney. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think she wants to be? Do you think that she wants to be under Umar Johnson's?
Oh yeah, no, not at all. But once you have a power of attorney, that person is your brain. So like you can't even speak for yourself.
Yeah, so it's a legal issue, right?
Yeah, it's a legal issue now. You can't really go against it at all.
I wanted to ask too, Umar, for 2023, for his nonprofit, the 2023 IRS filings, he put that he raised over $200,000. How is it possible that Umar, who is bringing in over $200,000 in 2023, but is living with his mother, and the mother, your grandmother, and your grandmother is in Section 8 housing?
Yeah, because it's 501c3, it's a nonprofit. He don't got to put it in his name. Like that's basic business.
Yeah. But what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about that though? Because Umar, he's very. That's what I'm saying. He's crafty. He's a master manipulator. He set this up. He set up the nonprofit to where he's not on paper. He's not getting paid anything.
Yeah. Every black person should do that. Honestly, that's generational wealth right there.
Yeah,
if you do it the right way.
What do you think though of him using that nonprofit status to bring in money for a school that still does not exist, and then at the same time living inside of Section 8 housing with your grandmother? What do you think about that?
So with that, honestly, Umar is not a businessman. So like, I never expect him to do anything business savvy. He's not. I never heard a teacher that runs businesses or a teacher like that don't go that way. It just don't. That's why you have a city controller, then you have a mayor. Those two sides just don't go together. So I would never expect a man that's a principal to be good in business, honestly, unless he went to school for business. So if he didn't go to school for business, I wouldn't even understand why we
running the school is like running the business.
And it's just certain things like that just make. Like it should be common sense in certain situations, but people just believe whatever is told. But yeah, I feel like if he would have done it right, he could have done something great. But same thing like the last lady said, or whatever the case may be. But obviously he's doing the way that he think that is the way it should go. But I feel as though him still being with my grandma is definitely not a good look, and it should not be like that as whatsoever. I haven't lived with my parents since I was 17, so like. I don't, but he is taking care. Well, that's his ideal version. He's taking care of her, things like that. If that's the case, then it makes sense. But if that's not the case, then yeah, there's a lot of contradictory, and he's going to be a shit show.
And the thing is, he spends most of his time traveling. So most of the time out of the year, he's not even there to take care of your grandmother.
Right.
I just think, just from my perspective, and again, this is your interview, but just from my perspective, I think it's unethical to be bringing in $150,000, $120,000, $200,000. He's raised over $1.6 million for this FDMG school scam. But then when he can't be inside the hotel or motel, he's back inside of living inside your grandmama's Section 8 housing, and he's taking up the whole upper floor. Ethically speaking, he's 50. There's something wrong.
That man was going to jail.
But that's just me.
Happened right.
No, it definitely is. It's just
like they lock up motherfuckers.
I don't know how.
For tax shit. What are they waiting on?
I don't know how. So like, say for example, like child support per se. Like child support can exert all your assets. They can take things away from you, stuff like that. Once you owe the IRS and you own rares, automatically they're gonna take things that or repossess things that is your assets. So him having that Chestnut Hill house, which is one of the richest communities in America,
FDMG
for him to be there is crazy for me. But the fact
I've been saying that shit for 10 years now.
So it's just things happen. I don't know how it happened, when it happened, where it happened, but things happen. He definitely did live in one of the richest communities in the country. How he get there? And then he obviously and then he lost it. Obviously, child support can definitely do that to you. And then child supporting, you're gonna have nothing. So it can definitely hit rock bottom.
Yeah, let me just say this though, in terms of Umar's child support situation, on paper he's not making any money.
Yeah, that's
so the school making the money. Dude already told you
that's
that
all
smart
Republicans.
business.
Well, I'm just saying he's not on paperwork.
You
On paper,
said it's
even though he's
unethical,
bringing in
but
hundreds of thousands
millions
of dollars,
of
he's
Americans
raised over
do this
$1.6 million. My best estimate though is $2.6 million. But in terms of IRS filings from 2019, 2021, 22, and 23, $1.6 million. He was raising money back in 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We're not counting that, and we're not counting 2024 or 2025. The point that I'm making is that $2.7 million is my best estimate. And on paper, he's still listed as if he's not making any money. So the reason why this is relevant is because when child support they can't garnish wages because on paperwork, he's not working anywhere. So what they have to do is they have to take the minimum in the state of Pennsylvania, meaning what do they call that? The minimum wage.
Yep.
They take minimum wage as the standard to figure out how much child support he has to pay.
Right.
Meanwhile, he's raising millions of dollars at this point, and he's living with his mama on Section 8 housing. Okay, that's bullshit. Real talk. You see?
Yeah, that is bullshit. But it's hey, white people do it.
But again, if the nigga is taking care of his mama, he living with her. She was on Section 8 before he got control of her. It's not like he got control of her. He said, look here, mama, fill out for Section 8 housing. She was already living there. As Brooke keep telling you, white people, he just told you that's what the Republicans do. That's what the rich get richer. He actually said most black people should do that if they were smart about their business. He got a nonprofit himself, so it's something he's doing.
All the time.
Yeah, okay, I get it. But right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm just saying.
How do you get it and say right is right, wrong is wrong? It's a tax loophole. It's called a loophole. It's not wrong. It's legal. That's why it's not wrong. That's why he just was able to tell you white people do it all the time with no punitive measures because it's the loophole. It's the shit they don't teach you in school.
But all the time, that's the
Again,
gift of the
I
gab,
don't
the gift
like
of the trade.
Umar.
Like you, as a I know a lot of millionaires, and they always say be broke on paper. That's what they always say. Be broke on paper. Everything is in your business name. Every rich man is on the board.
Rich people also tell you if you make $1 million in a year, your goal is to spend $930,000 of it. So you can meet certain tax thresholds and you invest it so that you could get credits and shit back from the government for investing your money. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of loopholes out here that seem unscrupulous, but they're not.
Of a nonprofit organization or have one and put everything within that nonprofit. A 501c3, if you don't have one, you need one because that's how 7 streets of income, you gotta have one for sure. But like how he doing it and things like that, he's not a businessman, so I wouldn't hold him accountable as being a businessman. And obviously, when you're not a businessman, you want to mess that money up for sure in every shape, form, and fashion.
He's messed up a lot of money. But the thing is, too, though, with his children, that's also a way for him not to have to financially support his children like he should be. What do you think about that?
Right. Yeah. So that situation is definitely not good at all. Definitely gotta support your kids. Definitely gotta support your kids. You gotta pay.
Let me sound like him.
Not trying to work the system. Honestly, and even with that too as well, I know there was a lot of like tours and things like he was doing, like so like the summer camps and all that stuff, the trips to Africa. When I was growing up back in like 2010,
I don't understand you niggas. I just said I don't like this man yet because I can say something he doing ain't illegal. I sound like him. Get your dumb ass out my chat, sir. Because apparently you don't have you can't hear. You said he going to jail, and I simply pointed out. Well, y'all been saying this shit for 10 years. So what the fuck are the police or the feds waiting on? Because it don't take that goddamn long. You ain't got no response to that. Oh, you sound like him. Let me sound like him then, sir. How about that?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, he was taking kids to Africa for free.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I haven't seen that. You said what year?
Yeah, like 2011, like 2011, 12, when he was on a trip to Africa, he was taking at least a group of kids to Africa for free. He was doing a part-time.
Yeah, I haven't seen any video evidence of that.
I clearly said
yeah, so like when he first started, when he was doing the boys boot camp and stuff like that, it was a point of time was though he was taking a group of kids just to Africa for free. Everything paid for, everything like that. You had to sign up, you had to do all this other stuff, X, Y, and Z. But he had a certain point in his time, and that's what helped him blow up in Pennsylvania too as well. That he was taking kids out of the country for free, taking them to trip.
Nigga, when I said what I said, you didn't have a response. Your response was, dude, you sound like gutter, scammy dude too. Umar is a scammer, period. Did I ever say he wasn't a scammer? Have you heard me say one time Umar wasn't a scammer? We was talking about his use of the 5013C on paper to make it look like he ain't making no money just the goddamn just the 5013C. He ain't even saying he paying himself out of it. I never said he wasn't a scammer at all. Let him talk. These is, I don't care. I'm just pointing out niggas is stupid. Niggas don't listen. Niggas can't say, well, I don't like this nigga, but he got a point right there. That's what's wrong with niggas now. If you don't like a motherfucker, it's just nothing they can do is right, and that's stupid.
And stuff like that, everything like that for free. So like, and that's before he got like his name and everything like that. But it's just that there's certain things that he was doing, but that's obviously before the millions or whatever the case may be. I don't know how that money came.
Yeah, that has to have been though before 2010 as well. The reason I say this is because there's no record, digital fingerprint of him promoting or showing pictures or videos of taking children.
Yeah, no, he don't have pictures there, but he got like flyers. You can fly flyers at home promoting and saying like, hey, I want to take 15 black boys to Ghana. I want to take this amount of black boys to Ghana.
Yeah, but the thing is, Umar, he says he's going to do a lot of things that he doesn't do. Did you ever go with him to
Nah, I never went. I didn't have my passport at the time, but I definitely went to like DR. I went to like a lot of these. I went to Dominican Republic. I went to Africa. I went to I went to the school. Yeah, I went to the school they put me took me there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. User 225 says both Lene and this man, meaning you, talk good about grandma. Honestly, wholesome that these streams are becoming a way to honor Umar Johnson's mom more than what Umar Johnson ever did.
I know, and that's what I tell people all the time. Like, it was a time like 20, like when he was going on the Breakfast Club, he was doing like all these interviews and certain things that was like how.
Again, I think that's unfair because none of you motherfuckers sit up here online and talk about y'all goddamn mamas. None of you YouTubers sit up here and talk about y'all goddamn mamas. None of you motherfuckers in the chat sit up and talk about y'all goddamn mamas. Now y'all saying y'all talking about this man mama pussy being stanky and her health condition is honoring her. Niggas are delusional. How in the fuck is y'all talking about her, honoring her? Really? And y'all don't talk. I guarantee you can't find damn motherfucker in there talking about their goddamn mama. Where's the live stream that Lennon done where he just honored his mama and talked about her all goddamn day? You keep some shit private, like Umar did until he let that crazy bitch in his house who's now telling his goddamn business.
Platforms, and I always comment on them. You could probably see the comments, type in my name. I'll say, ask about his family. And that's all when I started realizing that these interviews was geared to a certain way, because there's no way that you can ask a man that's talk about family and not ask about his. Like, if he talking about black families, black excellence, black everything, and none of y'all is asking him the simple question like, okay, where's your nephew? Where's your niece? Where's your brother? Where's your mom? Like it's just, that's a simple question. So for them not to ask that, I knew he told them not to ask him that, because that's the most easiest, fastest. And then if you ever notice, at a certain point, Umar changed his voicemail, not to Jermaine Shoemake, but the one to Barbara Shoemake. He added my grandma to the voicemail because I started calling the agencies. Yeah, so once, and this was December 2023, he changed the voicemail. So if you call him right now, you're going to hear he say Jermaine Shoemake and Barbara Shoemake, the voicemail of both.
Why would he do that though?
Because he still had his show. I'm guessing that the agent company and things like that, the people that was looking for my grandma didn't have no recollection on how to contact her. So he had to make it seem like that's her contact too as well. So I'm like, if y'all calling this man phone and he's saying Barbara Shoemake, y'all not gonna ask him who is Barbara Shoemake? Like, I don't it's just simple things, simple questions that nobody ever asks. And I just be like, wow, you can't be.
I mean, that would be common sense who Barbara Shoemake is. I mean, it has to be a mama, a female sister, or a child. It's one of the three. But why are people that knows it though? Like, so you're supposed to I wonder who that is. I just whatever.
Talking about black queens and black this, and your mom is one of the most prominent black queens ever existed. And she get no recognition. It don't sit right with me at all.
Yeah, and it sounds like you have a lot of love and respect for your grandma.
Yeah, absolutely. She made me to who I am today, for sure.
Yeah, respect. There's just a couple more questions here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we answered this earlier. Fairchild asks, how can Jermaine Shoemake legally live in Section 8 housing? I don't think legally he's supposed to be there. I think he's supposed to be the primary caretaker, but that he should have his own place.
Yeah, one thing about black people, I don't know about Fairchild Republic, is a lot of in Section 8 is always somebody that lived there that's not supposed to be. that's just normal. That's normal. That's just how it goes. It's a part of the culture. It's the hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know how it goes. How to sneak.
I'm sure there has to be some type of provision in there since she requires care. She requires round-the-clock care, so I'm sure there's some type of provision where she has to have somebody in the house because she can't take care of herself. So that's probably legally how it's done. Another loophole. Don't know though. But that shit there, he right. It's always somebody living there that ain't supposed to be. But then if he ain't living there, that's gonna be a problem because they're gonna say you ain't taking care of your mama. You ain't never there. As Lennon keeps saying, you ain't never there. But does that mean she's there unattended? Because you've heard several people say there's home health care aides in there, and he typically fires home health care aides when he feel like they're giving inadequate care of his mama. But at the end of the day, they're making light of the fact that this man taking care of his mama.
Sex we doing like we all know how it goes. Like, come on. That's why like people got like sometimes people don't be like it's human. Like we know like there's a lot of people that live in a Section 8 that's not posted for years.
I got you.
For years.
We know,
and I think they want to consider this.
We know Umar do some hood shit because that nigga ran illegal electricity in that school for months, if not a year. He was running. That nigga had extension cords running through that bitch. He wasn't paying the power company. And that's probably another bill he accrued too when they noticed that he was running electricity in that bitch illegally. You have to pay for that shit when they find out.
That's someone said Umar's walls are closing in. It seems like because there's more and more people who are speaking out against him. You're the first family. No, you're not. Umar, your grandfather Jamal, he spoke out against Umar several times in the past.
Yeah, it was just
with that?
Yeah, I seen all that and I heard it. I talked to him after that. It's just that I don't have I said what Umar got going on with his school and everything like that and all that, that's his problem and what he got to worry about. And that's the ancestors. He got to answer to the ancestors on that. I'm not going to be the one that hears.
Let me just say this from my own personal morals and values and standpoints. I don't give a fuck how bad me and my family are into it, how bad I don't like a motherfucker. I am not going to come out on the internet and blast my family's personal business. I don't know what's wrong with niggas in 2025. Why is you talking to this nigga about your family? What do you get out of this shit? You couldn't pull up on Umar?
Say that he's doing good or bad, yay or nay.
I got you.
That had nothing to do with me, and that's not my karma that I want to take. So for him to be like, yeah, show us the receipts, show us this, that, hey, if that's the battle you want to fight, that's what you want to fight. I'm here for my grandma. And in that whole situation, I was like, you didn't say nothing about my grandma. So
wow.
So you battling Umar. I don't, y'all is the same, y'all same sword, two different heads for me. I want the person that's getting the most damage. Obviously our people, if it's not going to be what it is, but that will come out. And then it will reveal itself. But the person at hand that should get the most attention is Barbara.
Yeah, you're right about that. Fairchild also says, young man, the family needs to get her into a much healthier situation. You believe that to be the case? That she should be in a healthier situation? Yeah,
absolutely. But legally, he still got the final say so.
Let me ask you this. What would a healthier situation look like to you?
I hadn't heard him say now time that the house was junky and hoardish and all of that shit. He came over there, snatched the door off. They used to be over there visiting all the time. I ain't heard him say the house was nasty and stanky and all of that shit.
For your grandmother.
Literally, she can be in that same situation she's in, just have family involved. That's it. The same way that the lady said before. She said, like, her situation is bad, but where's the family? Right. Just let the family in. The family's going to cook. The family's going to clean. They're going to do all that for it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you keeping them away, that's putting more responsibilities on yourself that you don't want to take. So, like, like I said, I was in that house years before Umar was there. I know the whole layout of the house. I know how it looks. I know whose room was whose. I spent the night there. I got pictures in there still to this day. So, like, I know how it is in there. And it was always like my grandma, she's naturally a hoarder. Like I said, she like to go thrift shopping. She like to have collectibles. She said like Umar probably had some old sheets that was there. That was from Ninja Turtles. That probably wasn't even Umar. That was probably my grandma that she had from Umar when he was a kid.
Oh, it's possible.
Again, I don't like Umar, but I said this shit when she was saying hoarder and all of that. I said, well, it was her house before Umar got control over her. And anybody that had never watched that show, Hoarders, these old people will whoop your ass. You try to throw their shit away. That's why it's a disease. But see, he still he talking shit about his uncle, but he defended him at the same time. But let everybody else tell it. That's all Umar shit. Umar made the house junky and filled and up and shit like that. It's his fault.
Yeah, my grandma, she got all the toys
I
that they
still don't
had
like
when they
you,
was kids. The G.I. Joe, the moving man that they don't
I
make
hate
no
I had
more.
to
She
keep
still got
saying
it. She
it.
still got, yeah, she still got the furniture commercial people bobbleheads. The
Okay,
bobbleheads.
yeah, you said G.I. Joe. That's from my child. I know what you're talking about.
Right. So
Yeah.
like the one that when you walk past, they got the sensor. She keeps all that. My grandma, she's a hoarder, but she understands like same way like she like to gamble and be
I
scratch
didn't
offs. She
tell
understand how to
y'all
invest in
the
things that she know
black
they're gonna
dude.
appreciate over time, appreciate value over time. And that's what got me into it too as well. So like it's just things like that. Like my grandma, like it can be Umar, but some things is my grandma too. Like she are into those type of things. Like she don't like people touching her, throwing her things out, touching her things. She still got the picture that I drew for her in elementary school hanging up on her refrigerator.
Okay.
So like it's just like she's the same way too. So but having family there that understand that they can organize it in a professional way, clean it in a certain way that she would like. So but Umar don't help though, but it's a give and take. It's a give and take.
Okay. Someone said this sounds like, I don't know if this is inappropriate. This sounds like the movie Misery. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Yeah, I see Misery.
Yeah, you think does it sound similar or is that just too far?
I wouldn't say Misery. It's not a whole family. It's just one man.
Okay.
It's just one man.
Where and when do you think Umar went bad?
I wouldn't say he went bad, or I think he went rogue.
Okay, so what do you mean by that?
He went rogue. He once like the clout and the stuff start getting to his head, like the power start, because like that's why I say like Umar, his mind is on, like he can tell you anything about anybody in any situation, like, and that's when they say dates. Umar, like when they say, oh yeah, autism, the dates and stuff like that, Umar knows dates. He know names. He know the people. Numbers. He know every elders. He know everything. Like if you pour libations, and that's what people don't understand. Like when you pour libations, you have to remember these things. This is a part of the griot. This is a part of African culture. You should remember these things. You should be a Jehudi scribe. Like so, like people saying these things, they don't know the culture of Africans. Like these is a person in your village that need to remember these things because you couldn't write it down. Yeah. When the master see you have these things written, you're done. You're dead. So you need a person that can have this memorization to relay these messages from the ancestors. So that's a natural thing that we embrace in African culture.
You unblocked.
So
I like arguing.
He's definitely.
I don't know why you
his mind
blocked.
is definitely immaculate on that level. But
I
once he
just told
started
you to get
getting
the
that
fuck out. I ain't
publicity that most world
I like arguing with
what is it most
makes the show
most
fun.
requested oratorical lecturer like scholar
and
and all
this
that
nigga,
stuff. Yeah, King Kong consciousness. And all that stuff that kind of like got to his head, and then once
he makes AI Umar diss songs, this nigga said he want a $10 license fee to play his music. I'm like, god damn, can't knock the hustle. Do you not? Speaking of scams, FDMG scam records, don't you think it's a scam? You using Lennon Honor clips and AI to create music, and then you charging $10 for it, or saying if you use my shit without paying them $10, I'm gonna strike you. Don't you think that's a scam? I bet you don't have none of that music ASCAP or BMI registered, but you gonna strike. That's a scam. You didn't create it. You took the lazy way out.
people started going against him when he was at that plateau, it really made him go against like everything. And another thing that made me know it really was going bad when he still had the same number. Like it don't, like once you get to a certain position and plateau, like you are worldwide now and you still using the same number, like that one number,
giving it out to everyone. Yeah,
giving it out. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way y'all can feel connected to a person that don't have no type of funneling system that allows you to get connected to him. And everybody had his number. He had the same number my whole life. So I can imagine how many people got that number. So like, you're not really getting no quality anything out of that. So it was just the fact of him knowing that he can put it out there and seem like he's reachable, knowing that he's not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you don't mind, I'd like to play 2 clips, and I want to get your response to it. And I got 2 more questions, and we can wind up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You good?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to play. This is the video. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant, but I'm the foremost researcher in Umar. I've studied him. That's why when you talk about Jamal, you can bring up Grandpa Cicero. I have the document where your Cuban, when they immigrated here, I have the paperwork where.
Well, okay, Jay, I'm gonna go with you there. Well, Umar buying the school is not a scam, because he ain't know how much it was gonna cost to buy a school. He just said he needed money to buy a school, and he's bought a school, so he ain't scamming on that aspect, because there's a school there.
You can
I got the paperwork too. Yep, I know exactly who they lived at and who lived in the whole building.
Yep.
Who was on the paper. Yep.
So I've done all this research. So that's why when you bring up Umar having an older sister, I can go and say, okay, well, I can go there with you and all this stuff. And I'm working on a documentary dealing with his whole life right now.
Welcome in, Jay. Welcome in.
Already. This video right here is the oldest video that I've been able to find of Umar that's online. It's from 2005 or it's from 2006. I just want you to watch some of this just to see how Umar was back then. This made me bring back some memories about 20 years ago.
Right.
See, y'all is finna make the show very interesting. Welcome in, Tunde Johnson. Welcome in, Umar. Lennon Honor is a clown who lives out fried and cyber bumming too. That motherfucker is the same as Umar, but school not involved. Y'all. I don't know about cyber bumming and all of that. What I have said was talking about Umar Johnson has changed Lennon's life. Now, Lennon is a content creator like myself. All we could do is put the content out there. If people enjoy the content, then they subscribe, they share, they join memberships, they send super chats and all of that stuff. But I've said it several times. Talking about Umar changed Lennon's life. It changed his aura, his glow, and all of that. If you go back to Lennon's first videos before he started talking about Umar, and when he talked about Umar, this nigga done glowed up. It's no school. It was a school. It still got the classrooms and stuff in there. It's not just a building. It's a school. It used to be a school. It's never been a real school. It was a school when he bought it, sir. What the fuck? It was called the Moyer Academy. It was a school. But hey, to you too, Utmost. I don't know. Welcome in, new people. And I ain't even in goddamn verbiage yet. But no, it's a school. It's just not a functioning school. Can we agree on that? It's not a functioning school, but it's a school because it has classrooms, it has a gym, has a cafeteria, and all of the stuff that schools have. You got places for whiteboards. There's still whiteboards and shit up in there. It's just not functioning.
And I'm a member of the organization founded by the Right Excellent Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the Universal Negro Improvement Association. I belong to the Philadelphia division. By trade, I'm a school psychologist. And in the city of Philadelphia, I'm the youngest of only 4 black male school psychologists, although Philadelphia is the 5th largest school district in the city.
But Utmost, how in the fuck you gonna come in my chat and tell me to be quiet and I'm running the goddamn show? I can't be quiet, sir. It's my job to talk. It's no school, exactly. It's no school, exactly. Well, it's a school. It's just not functioning. It can be, sir, it could be an abandoned school. It's still a school. It could be a functioning school. It's still a school. It could be a non-functioning school. It's a school. Like, do words escape you? That's just like saying a warehouse ain't a warehouse because it's abandoned. Motherfucker, it's still a warehouse. You would just call it an abandoned warehouse. Good grief, niggas and words.
In America, I'm sorry. I actually happen to be a relative of that man hanging on the wall.
You said no students.
Whose real name was Frederick
Okay,
Bell,
sir.
but he changed it to Douglas when he escaped to slavery.
If I build a school tomorrow before people can be registered, would it still not be a school without students? Before I have to get one student in the building and I build the school, is it not a school? Y'all niggas just like talking. I ain't responding to you no more, Utmost. Get your troll on. I see what you're doing. I ain't gonna respond to you no more. Type away though. I ain't mad at
Family's
you.
name is actually a blood cousin. But I just want to give you some information that I hope can help you as you help children and families and parents in your communities and in your neighborhoods. School psychology, exactly what is that? The reason you probably don't know is because it was never intended for you to know. School psychologists are the psychologists who are responsible for evaluating children and determining whether or not they have educational disabilities. Any child who's ever been diagnosed as retarded, learning disabled, emotionally disturbed, autistic, as having a traumatic brain injury, or, in a positive note, those who are ever diagnosed as mentally gifted, only get that diagnosis from one of us, a school psychologist. Why is this such a problem with black children? And why are so many black children over-identified and misrepresented in special education classes? It's because only 1% of all school psychologists in America are black. 99% of them are white. As with your teachers, only 7% are African American, but only 1% of your school psychologists.
Yeah. You remember this, Umar?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
True. Can I get a sausage and biscuit and some orange juice? Sister Tierra Clarence. What you got on my breakfast? What the hell is Truth doing?
What you say, Trey?
I said, can I get a sausage and biscuit and some orange juice?
You don't want no, you don't want no sausage for me. You don't want it.
What you gonna do something nasty to my sausage? You gonna drop it on the ground a couple times?
You need to calm down. Why are you arguing with the trolls?
Because it makes the job fun. I don't know if they
Okay.
trolls or not. I won't necessarily say they trolls. They just got different opinions. That's why I said I'm not even in the vertical app. That's why I'm like, I ain't even in the vertical app. They just popping up. But it's Lennon. It's because I got Lennon name tagged in this Umar, so I get it. Oh, tell Sugar Lump that they got Hello Kitty at McDonald's right now, and I think it's the Happy Meal.
Sugar Lump, first of all, Sugar Lump don't even do a damn Happy. Are you crazy? Sugar Lump has been graduated from the Happy Meal for I don't know how long. Sugar Lump right now is obsessed with the sexy red Wendy's meal.
Oh my good, Sexy Red got a Wendy's meal.
I think it's sexy. No, Glorilla.
No,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That's Checkers. Yeah, we fuck with Glow. That's the Checkers Glorilla meal. But tell
I
them they
thought
got
it
Hello
was
Kitty.
Wendy's.
No,
I thought it was
Checkers. It's Checkers / Rallies.
Oh, well, hell.
Wendy's might be next, but she'll get a Happy Meal if you tell her Hello Kitty involved.
Listen, a Happy Meal do not do my grandchildren. My grandchildren ain't got a Happy Meal in years.
Well, I
I'm
think
sorry.
you could just buy the toy. I believe you could just
They
go there
don't.
and buy the toy.
Right. The toy.
It's Hello Kitty, ma'am.
That girl ain't been into Hello Kitty since she was 3 or 4 years old.
All
She's
right.
10, Trey.
Them
10.
collector's items. Well,
How
Grayson
about
losing her damn mind.
it? Well, Grayson, of course, No, ain't no Hello Kitty over here. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
That was
like
before the fame.
yeah, and even like how you were saying with him with the numbers and dates and stuff, he's well kept. You can also correct me if I'm wrong. You can also see still the Islamic influence a bit with even how he's dressed. It's there. It's a tinge of it. He's well
Okay,
married.
I gotta say this to him again. You know what the key word behind non-functional is? The key word is school, man. So it's a school. It's a school. You keep saying it. Non-functional school. It's a school, sir. It is what it is. It was purposed to be a school. The last owners had it as a school. This owner has it as a school. It just ain't open.
School
is the key word here.
Things over and over again.
Right.
So again, this is 2005, 2006. This is the oldest video that I've been able to find.
But this is when he was an educator, not a speaker.
Yep.
So he wasn't a speaker.
Yep. Now I want to go to 2022. This is from June 21st of 2022, and I want to get your reaction to this video. Okay.
If you look at my influence, if you look at those who support and those who follow, even from afar, when you look at my prevalence on TikTok amongst non-Africans, when you look at my YouTube control that I have over the YouTube sector for Black, without a YouTube channel of my own, you would probably have to argue. In terms of stature, I might be the closest thing to Tupac Shakur we've had.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he would never said that back in the day. It's just the King Kong of consciousness. That's what that's where the ego. That's when once you start getting accolades, just off of just anybody. Once you start getting,
I did something for you, Utmost. I asked, is a non-functional school a school? And it says, in general, the term school implies a functional establishment dedicating to providing education. If a building previously used as a school is no longer functional due to issues such as structural damage or lack of resources, it might still be referred to as a school building. So it's a school. It's a school. It's just non-functional. You could Google that, and I'll tell you what I Googled. Is a non-functional school a school? Is what I asked. You can't get around words. Just say you don't like the nigga. I don't like him neither. But since we was on top of words, and the other guy was saying something about scam, he bought the building. Now, is he still, the whole scam to me is this nigga ain't using none of his money to help build this motherfucker. He ain't spent none of his goddamn money on it. That's the scam to me.
Your ego just rise as until once you start. That's before he accomplished like he did like in that first video. He acknowledged what he accomplished.
I agree with you on that, Utmost.
Which
I
is
agree.
being one
I don't
of
think
the
he's
few
ever
black
gonna open
psychologists in America. Things
I've
like
been
that.
saying that
This
for
is
forever
22
too.
years.
It ain't
Well, not 22
coming.
years, but about 18 years of him developing his accolades, and that's how he perceived his accolades is now. Next to Tupac, he ain't gonna explain it all now. He's just gonna say, "I am here." He's not explaining it now.
yeah.
So that's the ego. That's definitely the ego. And then him knowing like he got, that's all. This that. Yeah, it's definitely a big difference.
And you know where he did this live stream from?
Yeah, he did it for my grandma's. So that's what I know. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can also look at his appearance. It's very much different. I know there's a lot of time that has passed, but I want to play another section of this video to get your
I
take.
want to know, did he ever
in a kingly manner? Don't call who married.
This is what I want to know. He had all them people sending in resumes and shit. I wonder, did he contact anybody back? Is there anybody out there that sent the resume that said this nigga contacted them about actually working? Did he set up an interview with anybody? Because that's another thing too. He talking about filing for certificate of occupancy and shit, and he still hasn't hired a staff.
Black men have to come. Hey, listen, I love you, but I have to go.
Who would want to work for this nigga? Seriously, who would want to work for this nigga?
Drops this trifling interview filled with lies. I'm going to have to expose this Haitian sister for trying to defame my character. I'm going to go live on the internet, Sister Gordon. I'm telling you this because I love my Haitian sisters. We all Africans. I love you and I love the Haitian people. But I want all my Haitians to know that I was violated by a Haitian sister who I respect. I was violated by a Haitian sister who I respect, and she went behind my back and dogged me out because she could not have me. She went behind my back and dogged me out because she could not have me.
Okay, real quick. He says it's about a lot of the women that come out and expose him for his womanizing and sexually exploiting them. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't say it's deflecting. I just say that it's I'm a person that go off of patterns. First time, shame on me. Second time, shame on you. Third time, I don't know now. now, I got
part of the problem.
That's real talk right there.
Yeah, like
Umar
so it's like the patterns.
Umar sucks at
human
choosing
behavior. I can
women.
only go off the patterns, and yeah, if it's keep women come like
He
obviously he got to this plateau to say that, and also obviously him being in like different roles per se. So like say for example, he's an actor too, technically. So like he had technically professional roles that allow him to tap into these different type of characteristics and these different type of models of himself. Same way like people say like Drake in certain situations, he's not a multifaceted in ways. Like why he's now talking like he an island boy when he's from Canada.
Yeah, right.
And he embraced that, and he embraced that, and it's like that's not your role. So like I think it's the same way. Like it's he developed a role that happened over time based off of the opportunities that presented itself that he wound up getting. Okay, yeah, I think ever since that Bad Girls Club stuff and the mainstream media things like outside of the consciousness put a whole type of different influence on. One thing that I stick with me a lot that I think Umar is definitely taking a route of is from 50 Cent when he said, it don't matter if it's good or bad publicity. As long as people talking about you, that's the only thing that matters. And I think that's the route that he's taking. Because at the end of the day, bad controversy is still controversy. It's still people talking about you no matter what. It's still gonna keep you on the top of the church, no matter if it's good, bad, or indifferent. As long as you're still getting the results that you're looking for, or being in front of the people as much as possible. So I think it was something that happened that it was some conflict that happened that took him to the next level, and that was what kept him to keep that formula on keep doing that. Because if it would have went bad the first time he did it, he would have stopped doing it. But something had to happen that he like, oh wow, a lot of people giving me views now because I cursed this person out. And that's when he started getting more like me growing up. Umar, like he was listening to rap songs. Like I would get in his car. He used to have a Jeep with the Tasmanian Devil on the back. Like his whole thing for a while, for years. Umar didn't have cars. He just had the Jeep, the red Jeep.
He's on one car.
Yep, that Jeep his whole life. That's all Umar had. That Jeep, the Tasmanian Devil on the back. That was his. And he'll bump Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, curse words, all that. But like people didn't see that. People didn't really know that he was a funny guy. Like he cracked jokes. He's very funny, funny. And my family, one thing
ringtone right now is Notorious. B.I.G. We know that nigga listen
like we
to
relate
rap.
a lot of things to movies. So like we'll say something, but is a quote from a movie, is a phrase from a movie. Most of it is like mob movies, like gangster movies and stuff like that. Like we'll say like thing like Wendy or stuff like that. Like we'll say little things. So like everything is always movies. Like my family's big on movies. So like he's a clown. So I felt like when something happened where he exposed that side of himself and he seen people liked it. And he just started digging deeper and deeper and deeper to it. And it's like, yeah, I don't have to be this robot. I think at one point in time, he thought he had to be a robot, but he was a robot. That's just how he was. He was like the, like Umar, he know karate. Umar can fuck somebody up in karate. Like he black belt, all that.
Not in 2025.
Yeah, not 25. Yeah, not now. Yeah, nah, I don't know about now though. I don't know now. But like he was like a robot kid that was like wasn't a cool guy. He was just a bookworm that nobody really will see as that guy outside of intellect. So now when he like show his other sides outside of that, he's finally allowing himself to be more so outside of intellect. Because like after a while, you get tired of being that smart guy all the time. People don't take you serious. They might insult you a little bit more. They might look at you as a softie, or girls might look at you like, oh yeah, like do my homework or stuff like that. But as time grew over, he don't want to be seen as that guy no more. He want to be, I am him. I am king of consciousness. I'm smart, but the smart guy don't get respected all the time.
Yeah. And I've said this in the past. Exactly what you're saying. I've actually talked about this in the past. Speaking of the tough guy, are you familiar with the SETI rant?
Oh, SETI?
That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. That was pure comedy.
Did you see the actual video that he did?
I seen.
Hey man, if that had been WWE, Umar would have cut a hell of a wrestling promo on SETI. That shit was funny.
But it was so long ago. That was
2016.
Yeah.
Can I play a little bit? Can I play a little bit?
Play a little bit of that.
Here you go.
Had a couple.
The whole thing. That shit funny.
I'm looking at a couple schools up there now. Yeah. We might put FDMG. I got a couple spots all over Atlanta. When I get to Atlanta, I'm looking at a couple schools in Atlanta too. So what you gonna do if FDMG comes to Detroit, you fucking midget? What you gonna do, Randy Savage? Every time you want tape, yeah, I'm a bet you sound like a fucking Scooby-Doo ass nigga. You talk.
No, all right, we gonna leave
that shit was hilarious. You should have played it. That shit was funny.
But it was something. It was something that, like, that's what I was saying. Like, the smart kid can't talk about or promote like, hey, I'm smarter than you. I'm like,
he tried that at first.
That's not.
Said it wasn't going.
It don't hit the same. It's not as attractive to say that I'm a smart guy. It is in business rooms or professional rooms. But when it comes to our people, the thing that's more attractive is I'm tall, I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger. Yeah, so like I can fight. Yeah, so like it was just certain things that I think that he definitely got tired of the smart guy role and people thinking that he's a smart guy. And also too, like a lot of people understand, like he had a whole wave with David Banner. What happened with David Banner?
Yeah.
Like him and David Banner. David Banner was one of the top hip hop guys for a while, and then once he got outside of that hip hop realm,
David Banner realized Umar was full of shit like most people do. He realized I think David Banner was giving the money, so he really found out he was full of shit. Yeah, LeBron, I think LeBron and them still follow him. He got a lot of celebrities that follow him, but they not giving the money because they see ain't no progress going. They like, you ain't gonna spend none of your own damn money? None. So we got to buy the towels, we got to buy the paint, we got to come help you paint. We got to get the air conditioning. We got to come in and clean the black mold. It's a people's crowdfunding project. He just the head of it.
Got teamed up with my uncle and started doing the consciousness, and now David Bennett don't even do nothing with consciousness, and he don't even do nothing with Umar.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So it's like it's something that happens. He's just always a one-man army, and it's just something that just shows that's like why you for the people but can't be with people. That's why I don't get people. Like, it's simple questions that people need to ask that just can be like, you can answer your own questions. Like, okay, he said this. Let me ask him what he just said. Or can I see he's doing what he said that we all should be doing? And then that will answer all your questions all the time. He talking about family. Where his family? He talking about people. Who he's with. Oh, he talking about the team. Who his team? He gonna give you his number. He's gonna talk about himself. He's gonna talk about what he's doing. It's all self-driven. But yeah, that's when I think that's when he really found out. Well, that's when he really started like going on a whole nother escapade.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I want to go back to the other video, and there's 2 more quesys. So
yeah, absolutely.
I played before, and thank you for your time, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all.
I never had sexual relations with a woman. I was never alone with a woman. I never had sexual relations with a woman. I was never alone with a woman. But she went on Tasha K. I did not watch the interview. I was sent clips of the interview. I was told.
According to you, you ain't had sex with none of these goddamn women. Boy, stop lying. You's a freak ass nigga. It's so many videos of you being online and seeing a woman with a fat ass walk by and getting discombobulated. It don't make no sense. I didn't see the interview. I saw clips.
She contacted Tasha K. Tasha K is going to drop the interview. So I want all my Haitian family to know right now, I am not attacking my Haitian family. I love my Haitian family. I will die for my Haitian family. I love my Haitian queens. But when this thirsty thought drops this interview with Tasha K, I'm going to bury her ass with the truth. I don't know what made her pregnant ass go to Tasha K and do an interview on me and try to slander my name.
Damn, what her being pregnant got to do with anything?
In the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. I didn't let her play wifey in the fashion show of the FDMG festival. So she got mad and she ran to Tasha K and did a whole interview full of lies. Well, guess what? I got the truth. And I'm going to bury your ass, and you know who I'm talking to, woman. The last thing you should have did was ran your ass to Tasha K. When that interview dropped, I'm going to bury your ass with the truth. Don't you ever in your life try to tear me down, because I don't want you. Your ass was married, and your ass was pregnant, and you had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that day. You had no business wiping the sweat off my face in the FDMG gym that day. You was married, and you didn't even say nothing. And you was pregnant, and you didn't even say nothing. And you ran your funky ass to Tasha K, and it's...
So you randomly just let women wipe sweat off your face?
Soon as Tasha K dropped that interview you did, because I ain't gonna even watch it till it dropped. I'm not even gonna watch it till it dropped. But when it dropped, I'm gonna bury your ass.
I thought you said you didn't watch it, but you seen the clips. You couldn't have watched it if it wasn't out. He just be talking.
You remember any of this type of thing from Umar growing up?
Nah.
Now, what do you feel about it? I just want to get your perspective on it.
This is when people get power, they do different things. I seen a poor man
power
do some crazy things when he got money that he wouldn't do when he didn't have money. So it's just certain things people just change when they get certain plateaus, and he feel like his image right now and his platform is at a level as though he ain't trying to lose it for anybody. In certain situations, definitely women. And women is women. I ain't judging no women at all. Sometimes, I take things with a grain of salt. There's always 3 sides to a story. His, mine, and the truth.
Yep. They play a little more of this, then we'll wrap this up.
I met you in Fort Pierce, Florida at my 2012 lecture. I don't see you again. I don't see you again nowhere ever in life until you invited me to speak at Haitian Flag Day in Brooklyn. I don't see you from my 2012 lecture in Florida until you invited me to speak at Haitian Flag Day in Brooklyn. How in the hell were we in a relationship for 9 years and I never saw you? Can somebody help me understand how you can be in a relationship for 9 years? Can somebody help me understand how you can be in a relationship with a woman for 9 years and you've never seen her, never kissed her, never touched her, never went on a date, never spent the night with her, never had no cookies and milk? You are delusional. You shouldn't have done it, but I'm glad you did. Can somebody please get milk? I'm gonna tear your ass up because you should have never lied and said we was in no relationship. And guess what else I found out? You told sisters we had sex. I never touched your fat ass. You ain't my type. You ain't my type, sweetheart. Your ass is flatter than a Negropean. Excuse me. Your ass is flatter than a European flatter than a snow bunny. Your ass is flatter than an omelet on Sunday morning. Your ass is flatter than a street freshly paved on a Monday morning. You is not my type. You are not 5'5" thick in the thighs.
Lene ain't 5'5" thick in the thighs, sir. What the hell? Umar, you fucking anything moving, sir. Just get you fucking anything moving.
I'm going to tell your ass a new one when that interview drops. Let me digress.
All I can say, he raised me to be not like that. I would never do that.
And I apologize, brother. I don't mean to put you on the spot like that. I just want
to get fine. On that. Yeah, I would. He raised me to never do that. But that's what I'm saying. The whole love and hip hop, that's that. That's controversy, bring attention.
Yep. So let's do these last questions here, and thank you again for your time.
No problem.
Now, to be clear, you posted a comment on my YouTube page. I didn't reach out to you. You posted a comment. We had a little bit of dialogue, right? And then I think I sent you. I sent you, or did you? No, you emailed me.
I emailed you. Yeah, I emailed you.
Yep. And then we set this up. We talked for a while via email, and then we set this up. So I just want to make that point too. And if anyone's tuning in later, this is Umar Johnson's nephew. Also, I'd asked if he wanted me to put up his Cash App. He said no. So I just want to commend you for that as well.
Absolutely. And if y'all do want to follow me, hit me up or anything like that, my Instagram is Bugatti_Simba, BUGATTI_Simba, SIMBA. I don't do no money, please. No money for me.
I don't know about this one, Lennon. Here's some you may not have thought of, because I was on Umar's page the other day, and he got subscription, so you can subscribe to his IG to get exclusive content, which means he's monetized. Would that be income he has to report? Is that because that's not an FDMG page? That's his own separate page, but that's probably an angle you never thought of. That's income he bringing in, so you could point that out. When you say he said he ain't did this and he ain't making no money, his IG page is monetized, if I'm not mistaken, because you have to be monetized to be able to have a hold on, let me go double check. But if I'm not mistaken, when I looked the other day, it definitely had the little spot where you could join. Dr. Umar. Yeah, he got that crown there for subscribers only, and it say free trial. But how long is the free trial? But he got the subscribers only mode, which indicates to me he's monetized over there.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll ask you for your social media too before we go.
I ain't gonna hit the start.
If you can give me 10 more minutes here.
You did say
this.
Maybe I should.
You did say in one of your comments on my YouTube page, you said Dr. Umar is my uncle and taught me a lot of good and bad, unfortunately. I know you've had some
exclusive content,
one
real subscriber band, exclusive content.
What would you say Umar taught you that was bad?
Yeah, just watching how he conduct himself on.
Yeah, Lennon. Somebody let Lennon know. It says, by claiming a free trial, you agree to the subscription terms. Your free trial will automatically convert to a paid subscription after the trial period. So yeah, he's getting paid for this. Oh shit, there you go. It's $10 monthly. Cancel anytime. And he only got 16 subscribers that's paying the $10 a month. So that's money that's going into Umar's pocket, Lennon. You're welcome. I don't think you ever thought of it.
On certain platforms. Like, he didn't never firsthand experience anything bad. Well, I'll say just one thing that I can say that probably took Umar out of my life a little bit, because Umar definitely all the time, like, I got clothes still from this day that Umar gave me when I was like 9 years old, like a Reggie Miller jersey, brand new, fresh. But see if I can probably find it. But yeah, like a Reggie Miller champion, like Umar's, like literally gave it to me. I had it since I was.
He upset his uncle stopped talking to him.
9 years old.
Literally. Oh, right on, man. Yeah, that was my guy back in the day.
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah, he was able to go straight to that jet.
Same. This was Umar Johnson. He gave it to me when I was like 8 years old.
Shout out to Umar. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. So like my whole life, like he'll give me like clothes, stuff like that, pick the schools that I was in, things like that. But it was just one situation was though my mom was dating my stepdad. My stepdad was like a druggie or whatever. So when Umar used to give us money, he would take it. Yeah. And we would tell Umar. And he would take us out to eat, take a shopping, all that good stuff. Me and my brother wound up telling Umar. He was like, what? Came home one day after we got done eating, told soon he came in the house, looked at my stepdad, literally said, if you ever take anything from my nephews, I'm gonna just basically beat your ass. Literally, straight like that. My mom wasn't for it, cursed him out, air him out, and then that's when like the separation really broke. He wasn't there as much, but he was just there enough to be like, okay, your mom is tripping, but I'm gonna just convince her enough to put y'all into these schools. So, and that's when we was interacting with him at school because my mom wasn't for him at all. Like, you're not coming to my house to tell me what I'm gonna do with my man type situation.
Well, shout out to Umar for that. Yeah, shout out to Umar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like my interactions with Umar's, like I said, he taught me how to teach the tie, put me Afrocentric schools, I was the first kid to graduate from an all-black Afrocentric school ever in the history of America. I was the first person to graduate from that school. But I got scholarships and things like that. So like my direct interaction with Umar was always great. And that's why he put me in his book. So you go and see his book
You
and
was
the
the
eulogy of the
first
Holocaust
person, so
of
it
Black
wasn't
boys.
graduating class?
I am, they say Robin and
You was
Quincy.
the only
I
one
am
that
Robin. Like, so
graduated?
he seen, like, he knew the path that I was going to go because he put me there. But as time got older and as I've developed myself as a man and stuff like that, and to see like these interviews and things that he do and stuff like that, and the schools, like the school that he worked at, that he put me in, I wound up working there too. So like, it's just like how the roles repeat. And like how I said, I started my own nonprofit at 17. I got a whole $250,000 grant from the school district of Philadelphia. I employed over 150 kids. I had kids working for me. I put kids in a program and created a curriculum and created a program that the school district would buy. And I reached out to him and told him these things. I said, hey, you trying to, and this is 2013. So I'm like, hey, you trying to build the school district say, I have a curriculum that they are buying into. Let's do this together.
What did he say?
He's like, all right, good job, nephew. That's it.
Oh man.
That's it. So I was like, all right. So like I was like, all right, I'm just figure these things out on my own. And then as I got older and older and just see him like how he just go about like me, I consider myself a humanitarian. Like I love my people, things like that. I don't care who you date, how you dated, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. Sometimes I might date outside my race. But like I know at the end of the day though, that don't make you go to heaven or hell or all that other stuff.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Like, right, that don't have nothing to do with anything, but I understand the severity of keeping things within our people and things like that, knowing our culture and everything like that. But I'm not cursing people out. Like the things that he taught me, and like I don't conduct myself those ways because of you. So to see you conduct yourself in these ways is kind of contradictory. And I'm still trying to walk in that same light. So that's why I say he called me some bad things. I seen the rise and I seen the fall. And it's a gift and a curse. And I'm glad that I'm able to see this and be able to perceive this. And by the time I get to his age, I cannot make the same mistakes or still do the things that he was trying to do or still doing or whatever the case may be. Like I said, I'm only 29. Since 17, I've always been a business owner. I always had my own business. I always been doing my own thing since 17. I hired my science teacher at 17. So like, and this was all off of myself and my driven. Umar did not help me at all. So and it was just him being my uncle gave me enough motivation to just keep going. Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I got the good and the bad with him. The bad is just seeing. The good is the experience that I got directly.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you, good brother, for sure.
Yeah. You young brother. You got your ways to go. You doing good, man.
Man, I turned 30 on August 14th. I feel like I'm gonna write a book. So I'm writing a book right now for my 30th birthday. I'm gonna drop it on my 30th birthday. It's basically how millennials where I'm from don't get promised to see 30. So my dad died at 24. He didn't see 30. My dad died at 24. He didn't see 30. My brother, he been in jail for life since 22. So like I'm literally nobody. Like that's my dad's side. So like Umar, my mom's side is like Umar in some way is good, but my dad's side, I'm literally like a walk-in. Like I should not be here at all. So I want to write
you supposed to be here.
Yeah, absolutely, King. So I want to put that into the youth and give them something that nobody gave to me. Like Umar showed me things, but like I had to still figure it out on my own.
Right. Yeah, you your own man. Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Yeah, and you supposed to be here. Yeah, you supposed to be a real talk. Okay, let's do these final questions, sir. I gotta say, sir, now.
I gotta say, sir. Thank you, man. I'm still a young lad, man.
But you doing good, man. I'm proud of you. Okay, so somebody that asked, well, some of these people were clowning Umar. I ain't gonna read those. Somebody that says, has Umar ever offered to help or discuss FDMG, or have you ever offered to help or discuss FDMG with Umar? What does the family think of FDMG?
My family, FDMG, don't really, cause like,
what's going on?
It's because so in Philly, they don't buy it. In Philly, they don't buy it because they know me and they know that's my uncle. So it's like, Rob, you did everything your uncle said he's doing, but you're actually
over there don't like.
He said you got to open up a school. You employ 150 kids.
They don't want to give him credit for anything.
To change the education system. You have a curriculum that the school board bought into. And stuff like that. Like, so I've been working in schools my whole life. I've been helping kids my whole life. Like, that's my whole life work. Like right now I work for the government as far as like working with workforce solutions and implementing workforce within the Pennsylvania. I just did a speech with the Pennsylvania state on product your environment and how to get out your environment and how that controls how you think, move, and everything like that. But so like I try to talk to Umar about those, like, hey, I'm doing this. Let's do this together. Or like, hey, simple as I can be a teacher. Like, we don't got to do the whole infrastructure, getting grants, getting money and stuff like that. I can just be a teacher for one type of program, and then we can go off of that. But nothing. So after that, if I was like, if the school district, these white men is able to give me 200, me, a young black 17-year-old from Frankfurt, $250,000 to help the city, and my uncle was just telling me, good job. That's enough for me. I don't need to ask for no more. I don't need to nothing. I'm gonna just keep conducting myself.
Umar ain't
how,
got no money to give
that's
you.
the manly thing to do. You have
Hell,
no
he
business, right?
coming to the people
Do you
asking
think
for
he's gonna
money.
ever open up a school?
Hell no.
he can. He definitely can. He got
No,
he got
bruh.
the
He said, do you
certifications, the
think he
accolades, and
ever
the knowledge
gonna
to do
do it?
so.
No,
But the
fuck,
thing
he
is, and this is the
can.
things that a lot of people understand about
He
schools.
could 5 years
when you
ago.
accept money from schools like grants, you got to have a certain qualifications to get those grants, which means you have to teach what they're telling you to teach within that grant,
Which
so you
is
can
why
have
he
that
don't
grant.
want to
You
do
can't
it.
teach what you want to teach when you accept people money.
Yeah.
People money comes with a toll.
Which is exactly why Umar has been on record saying he don't want to take no grants and no loans and shit from the government because of that reason right there. Which that's not I think that's a good thing because he wants to control it himself. But typically when you make moves like that, you have your own money to be able to back your dream, not depend on the public to give it to you. Because if the public stop giving this nigga money right now, what the fuck is he gonna do? If the public say, we ain't got no money to help you with these taxes, what is he gonna do? The public say, we ain't got no money to help you put this floor tile down, what is he gonna do?
So like schools, and that's why school is in the state that is in right now, because public schools have to take money from the government and teach what the government want them to teach. And then there's charter schools that get money, but they can choose their own curriculum. And then there's private schools that get their own money, but they can do whatever they want because they got private funding. And that's why a lot of these schools different our counterpartners can do whatever they want because they have alumni that can give back to those schools and give them the stability to implement any curriculum or program that they want. So that's why Umar is going on the route of like, we need our money to do it ourselves, so we don't have nobody overseeing anything. But schools is not going to last a year. You need hundreds of years. Like it's going to. So you need mad donors. You need mad alumni. You need a lot of people to contribute into that. So the fact that he's not getting, like the lady said before, he cut his bridges with like millionaires, celebrities, and stuff like that. The people that would give you that private funding. Now you asking poor people, and that's why I say the business. He's not a businessman, so I wouldn't expect him to think like that. I wouldn't expect him to think that, okay, you asking low income people for a high ticket product. It's not going to happen. You just help him. It's working backwards. But so that's why I know, like, in my aspect of mine,
he know he doing it. That's why he said we appreciate $1, but we'd rather have 5 and shit of that nature. This nigga know. Hell, he told the woman when she sent the 20, I know you barely had that, but thank you, sister. Next time make it 20. I know you barely had that. That nigga know he asking poor people to help him. Those are the ones that actually believe in this shit. Because typically, poor people are gullible to scams and shit. That's why niggas like David Banner and them cut his ass off because they got money and they realize, oh, nigga, you just trying to grift.
and I don't think that it can happen, but the way it's been going, I don't think it's going to happen. Like it's just the math is not mathing for me.
Yeah, that's real talk. Math not math. And he conceptualized FDMG in 2004. He stated that he started working on building FDMG in 2005. So we're talking over 20 years. Yeah. Did you know that?
Nah, because the school that I went to, it was the first school of its kind. So I was the first graduating class of that school. So Umar helped them in the process of opening up that school. So I knew he knew the process of opening up schools because he helped my school open up. But my school only took, I'll say like 2-3 years, probably like 2 years to open up.
Yeah.
So, and it's a charter school. So that charter school was able to implement their own curriculum by accepting public funds. But so in my head, I was like, so you know the process, and my school is still open. I graduated. It's been open since 2009. It's 2025. They had about I say 9 graduating classes. So it's like that. I seen it. Because a lot of people never seen a school start. Like most schools started before we was born. They got class of 109, 110. So people don't understand how schools is even developed because it was there like a church. Churches and schools is always there before you was born. They just always want to be there. So people don't understand the process of it takes to open up a school. But I seen it. I was a part of a school that just opened, and I was the first graduating class, class of 1998. Like that, our first class was the class of 2013. And then within that class, I was the first student to walk across the stage to get my diploma in that class. So
when did that school open? Do you remember?
2009.
Okay, so Umar helped out in 2009.
Like 2008.
Okay.
So he helped out 2008 and it opened up in 2009. 2009, he was working there as a psychologist.
Okay, see, and the timeline makes sense. Like I can pull up a timeline in terms of Umar when he was working as a school psychologist. That ended in around 2011. So
because he was
that's
only
all.
at my school for like 2 years. He was there
Mhm.
full time in 2009, 2010. He was like
Right.
part time, and
Mhm.
then he just went somewhere else.
He went viral.
Okay.
The nigga went
Is the family
viral.
embarrassed by Umar?
I wouldn't say embarrassed, cause like
Are they concerned?
concerned. Not really. They more concerned about my grandma, cause like he's
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Why would they be embarrassed? He's successful. Is he bungle? Is he fucking up the school? Yes, but he's successful. He became viral. He got paid for going around speaking. He did buy the school. Now is the motherfucker gonna open? No, but why would they be embarrassed? It's part of his job is as a social media personality, because that's what the fuck he is. He's a social media personality now. That's part of the game, is to do what the fuck he doing. As long as he ain't out here, I mean, what could be embarrassing about? Because I mean, he's just done normal shit. He done cuss motherfuckers out. He done went on rants. This normal shit. He ain't crashed out yet. He ain't online doing OnlyFans and shit of that nature. He ain't cussing the family out and saying they ain't shit and all of that. So, overall, he's a success. If we took the whole school part of it out, because that's the part that got everybody on Umar ass, is the lack of getting the school open and being transparent. If the school never came, he never took donations, he still would be a great speaker. Still would be going around doing lectures, selling books, and whatever else the fuck he was doing.
He's his own man,
Why
and
be
technically nobody never
embarrassed
seen
of
a
that?
black man reach the plateau that he's at. So technically, you always gonna get some type of kudos for Umar being your family in some shape, form, fashion.
Yeah,
but it do come with a gift and a curse. But a lot of my family don't have the knowledge that Umar has at all, so they can't even get on that level on the positive of Umar. So like, as into me, I went to the schools that teach Umar the information that he knows. So when people come to me and be like, yo, your uncle, and then I speak the way I speak about like the Afrocentric, the Kiswahili and things like that, they be, oh, so Umar really did raise you. I'm like, nah, not really, but he put me in those type facets of schools that allow me to know this information. But I wouldn't say my family is not
the
hate on that.
flame.
It's more so, and like I said, it's more so like I know somebody famous, or my type situation, but it's not really embarrassment until something catastrophic really happens.
But like you said, your family's more concerned about your grandmother.
Yeah, they more so about my grandma. Yeah, they all more so about my grandma for sure. They don't really care about that man at all until he's around.
Yeah,
obviously face to face, people act different. But nah.
Okay. Some of these questions I'm not going to ask. Someone think of one inside the chat room. Everyone's quick or said who sent in.
That's fine. That's anything, man. I'm an open book, and I'm iron, and my skin iron.
Okay, well, I'll ask this one. In your opinion, in the coming years for Umar, jail, mental hospital, or millionaire?
The coming years? So look, if you ever meet a psychologist, they tell you they go into psychology to learn about themselves. So there's no psychologist that ever go and take that major without knowing yourself. So psychology is a curriculum that is in college that is made for you. You are your first patient. That's just how it goes. Even if you do go to like counseling or anything like that, and you ask your psychologist why they got into counseling, they'll say because they felt like they needed counseling. So that's just a given. Millionaire, obviously he was already a millionaire, technically.
Yeah, well, he's raised millions of dollars.
He's not a millionaire.
So he's
right. So he raised over $1 million. So but technically on paper you never want to be a millionaire. And
like you said earlier, right?
Right. Never on paper you want to be a millionaire, and your opinion coming. I don't know. I just think it's going to be. I just hope.
Didn't I say that earlier? If your ass make $1 million within one calendar tax year, you want to try to spend 930,000 of it.
It was not another Diddy situation surviving Umar, or I just hope it's not like he's in that realm of bringing down influential black men. But it just it's. I just hope it don't end bad. It's not terrible. It's gonna end bad, but I just don't hope it don't end terrible.
Okay, I got you. How do you feel about the way Umar spoke about his daughter? And that would be your cousin.
Yeah. So two things, because I try to reach out to her too myself. And I told her. So one, she definitely was clout chasing for sure. Because I inboxed her myself and I told her, I said, listen, if you want to meet your dad, I can send you his number right now and I can send you his address. That's what her whole rant was about. I want to know my dad. Cool. I could tell you where he live at, and I could give you his number. And it went standstill after that. And then she kept on for weeks. I want to know my dad. I want to know my dad. This, and that. And I'm like my family started reaching out to her. It's like, hey, like we're your family. We know this, we know that, stuff like that. So after a while,
So Umar wasn't lying when he said Anissa doesn't have to be homeless. We've had family contact her and she don't want the help because there's gonna be rules behind this shit. She is the last I saw, she was back at home at her mama house, but Umar wasn't lying when he said we had people. She don't have to be homeless. It's for clout.
Definitely start giving troll vibes, and then the whole cash apps and the whole interviews for $500 and all this stuff. I'm like, yo, yeah,
She her
that's
daddy's
uncalled for, and it
child.
looked like you're not trying to get the good side of your
She's her
dad.
daddy's child.
But
She
the way that
learned.
he went about it for sure was definitely terrible all the way around. X, Y, and Z. Like, he should definitely not air his daughter out that bad. At the end of the day, she is your
I
next
can
kin.
agree
She
with
are
that.
your future, your legacy, everything like that. So like,
As the adult, you could just wash your hands and move on. You don't have to say anything. You just, okay, you know what's up. She know what's up. You ain't got to say nothing. Because it's your child at the end of the goddamn day.
he definitely shouldn't have went out about it like that at all. But she need to stop going about the route that she's going too, because she's not getting. She's trying to build off his name for sure. She's definitely, because like,
you're aware that. Are you aware that she's homeless now?
This is an old interview, so she's not homeless. But I don't see, it's her dad. Is she supposed to try to capitalize off the goddamn name? He famous. That's her way of creating her own lane to get her own income, yada, yada, yada. I don't have no problem with it. Umar, again, Umar has been doing this social media shit for a long time. He knew there was going to be commentary done about her coming out, and his supporters was going to support him. So he didn't have to say shit. His supporters could have said, just like they've been doing, he could have just let them handle that. That was another misstep by Umar. But again, I don't understand all these people coming online airing their family out. This new generation is crazy. They never should have gave niggas the internet. This wasn't going on when we had American Online and dial-up and shit. This wasn't happening.
she said she died this morning, and then she just said her page got hacked.
Okay.
So yeah, so I don't understand. Like, it's giving, to me, it's giving clout chasing for sure. It's definitely giving clout chasing. Like, I'm never the one to be on social media saying my uncle's this, that. I need help with
If
this,
anybody
this. Like, I don't. Obviously, it's her dad.
should
It's a
be
different
able
situation
to
and stuff like
clout
that. But
chase,
like,
it's your child.
At some point, man, I never met. And in the black community, 88% of people don't grow up with their dad. So like, it's normal. All my friends didn't have their dad. I never met a friend that I grew up with had their dad in their life. So like, I just live in reality. Like, that's normal. My dad got killed in gun violence when I was 13. So like, that's normal for in the environment that I am in. So like, to mess my life up off of something that's a natural state for America, black people, I wouldn't put that on any person. It starts with me, regardless.
Yeah, I get that, but remember, she's younger. She's
No,
I think
she's a
she's
teen.
23 now, and Umar hasn't
What,
been in her life
23?
since.
Damn,
Yeah, when I
I
was
thought she was
23, I had my
19.
own house, I had my own place, I had my own everything.
But
with no dad.
Yeah, I get it, but that's you.
Yeah,
you're not her.
Lennon.
right. But at the end of the day, who we got to answer to? Ourselves.
You got to stop that, Lennon. Most 23-year-olds are in college and shit, or graduated college. As he's saying, most 23-year-olds in the black community grew up in one-parent households, and most 23-year-olds persevere. I think is the point he's making. Dad in the life or not, it happens. Got to persevere.
But again, I totally understand. My dad, he was out of my life by the time I was 14. My wife and I, we have 5 kids. I've been in my children's life from the beginning.
Right.
So no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in this scenario, and this is something I've had to learn too. It's just a matter of having more compassion for people. I even have compassion for Umar on certain levels. That some of us are built to withstand those types of things. I was built to withstand it and to still thrive in life and still be a father to my children. You were built to go through what you've gone through, and like you said earlier, like I told you earlier, you were meant to be here too.
Absolutely.
But we also have to be understanding that not everyone comes into the world with the same mission, experience, and the same levels of strength. So on one hand, I'm acknowledging your strength and I'm acknowledging my strength. But in Umar Johnson's daughter's situation, especially right now, I think what's really being expresses a lot of hurt, and it appears to be, and I could be wrong, that she doesn't have enough strength around her, meaning support, to help her get back on track with her life. So I just want to say that.
Why couldn't it be that she just playing this shit out, as he said, to chase clout off her dad? And I'm not saying her clout chasing off her dad is wrong, because if anybody should reap the benefits of his name and him being famous, it should be his children. But why can't it be she just did that? Why can't it be motherfuckers, when they get 18, 19, 20, they be just trying to go out and figure out life on their own. They don't want our help. Why couldn't it just be that?
But that's the thing. People reached out and tried though. Like my grandpa, Jamal Johnson, reached out to her, and she was like, "I don't know if that's my grandpa." And I'm like, "Listen, that's your grandpa. Like that's he's trying to help you. He got resources in the community. He can help you more than Umar, technically. So like, connect with him. You don't want to connect with this man. Like, and there's like certain things like you can get walking people to the water. You can't make them drink. So like, and that's where my situations is like, I read this. I forgot what I seen this from this book. It was like, once you learn your dad trauma, you wind up forgiving him. So like, if she learned where her dad came from, he's doing exactly the same thing that had been done to him, which means you're only doing what he know. Which means
and what would you say was done to Umar, to where he's dispassionate. He doesn't care. Obviously, he doesn't care about his children. Like I said,
that's how he felt that his dad felt. He felt like his dad did the same thing to him. So like, it's every.
See, Lennon, I feel like you was being messy right there, trying to say, did Umar go through some type of abuse or something?
It's every black story.
It's not mine. It's not mine.
But that's rare. That's rare though. That's rare. Most black parents, and that's how them. Well, I don't want to get into politics, but like that's how America operates. Like for you to get government assistance, Section 8 and stuff like that, the man can't be in the household. That is the natural remedies of getting welfare and things like that. America already gear you to be in that way. So you have to accept it, embrace it.
And then most of the people who grew up like that end up having them a baby, and the first thing they go do is go apply for government assistance. It's a real thing.
And get past it. And that's how and that's why I like history is always the cure to all things. And that's why I feel as though will help me get past a lot of things, because I learned that my ancestors have been through worse. This America has been built for me to go through this. So like, I'm not holding anybody accountable but myself, because then if I'm blaming you on why I didn't succeed, means that I wasn't supposed to succeed from the beginning. It all starts with me. Yeah, it starts with me. But yeah, but people reached out though. People definitely reached out to her. People hit her up. Like I looked at her mutual friends. I got 41 family members that's following her that reached out to her. She bought followers. She did things to clout chase. Like it's things that you don't do to conduct yourself. Like it's just certain things. Like, you know, it was something they said like America is based off of showing your ass. She wanted to show her ass to get. I'm not showing my ass. I'm not going to say I'm Umar's nephew. Hen, chest out. Like I'm not. That's not the way. Like it's not. So sometimes if you want to play with the devil, you're going to get what you're looking for. And social media is definitely playing with the devil in certain situations. And I feel like Umar definitely could have helped and stopped her going all the way derailing. But at the same time, that's what she was looking for. She got exactly the route she was trying to get.
So you think she wanted to be homeless and struggling like she's struggling now?
No, I think that she wanted to get attention. So like, I don't know she's homeless. Before she was homeless, she was living with her mom, which means her mom kicked her out.
Yeah. That's the story. Is that
so she got homeless?
We ain't saying
Umar didn't have nothing to do with that.
And here's the thing. She don't stream 24/7, so we can't say if she was ever homeless. She looked like she was changing clothes every day to me. Looked like she was kept up pretty well every day to me. She just was wilding and didn't want to listen to her mama. But she is back at home now. But she was just wilding. She got her views and subscribers and shit up. But I did notice she say they keep whatever the fuck she doing too much, because she said she's been through like 6 IG pages now. She said they keep deleting her accounts. But we can't say if she was actually ever homeless just because she said it.
Obviously, he could have helped her by giving her money, and stuff like that. But then it's like, why did your mom kick you out? Because you probably showing your ass. Yeah, your mom don't want that in her house no more.
Well, just because, and the reason why I'm it's not that I'm defending her. It's just I'm raising children. I have younger children, and I have 2 adult children. As a father, I have a lot of compassion, especially for children who are struggling in the world. It doesn't matter whose child it is. That's why I see someone like you. Like I get.
I have 1 adult son. Our relationship is great now, but from 19 to 20, it was a bit rocky because, you know, he was feeling himself as a male, as he should. And he wanted to say certain shit and do certain shit. And I was like, all right, partner, Well, as long as you on that type of time, you cannot ask for my help. When you still act like you a child and you need help, I'll be here. But until the end, man, I wish you the best. Go do your thing. I'm here for you. I still got your back. We just until you get your mind right. And I told him the whole time, I understand what you're going through because I was that age myself. I said, but you got to realize, I'm only telling you shit to help you avoid pitfalls. I ain't trying to stop your fun and none of that shit. And we great now. It just happens when your kids get grown. They got to figure out how to be an adult, just like we had to figure out how to be an adult. And most of us, I would say, all of us have rebelled against our parents at some point during our teenage years. It's just what the fuck happened. I'm grown. You can't tell me nothing.
Respect, and I'm proud of you because of what you're doing and what you've become, despite what your past was. So you deserve respect on that. I don't know if you do know this or not, but your cousin, she's struggling with some serious mental health issues.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all Black people. That's all. That's
human.
Story.
That's all people. We all are humans.
You can be the victim or the victor. America based its success off the victim. Like people always want to be victim, but it's just you either got to get in the mindset of understanding that like I feel like I got to help people. So like for me to help people, I got to help myself, and I got to understand where I want to be and the consciousness of myself and my confidence in myself and being able to understand that I am destined for more, no matter what validation that I get from anybody. Yeah, and that comes from studying and learning where I'm from, and learning my history and learning my morals and my goals and stuff like that. She wasn't always like this.
She gonna get
it's like what changed? Like I said, she was living with her mom forever. What changed? I follow her. I see her stories. She was going to Maryland. She was going places, telling them book me for $500. I do things for free, and I have a longer list of accolades than her. So like it's like, why do you feel as though you should be getting paid to speak because you're Umar's daughter? That never made sense to me. Like why? Like how you automatically? What made you feel the authority to do that? Like what was your whole mindset behind it and why? You had some reason into thinking like, hey, I'm gonna get something out of this. Not to better my life, but quick dollar. That's what drug dealers do. So you had that road, and that's where it gets you. And I think that if she would have just literally just been like, hey, I just really want to talk to my dad, understand my dad, I like his morals, I like his goals, or like I just want to study him. Like if I wanted to know Umar, I studied what he did. Like I was close to him in certain situations, but after a while when I wasn't, I just study. I've been around people that can teach me Afro culture. Like I was with monks and Freemasons and Quakers and Haitians and like I was around these type of people that allow me to learn that what Umar couldn't teach me or wasn't around to teach me. So like it's just self-awareness and understanding that you are destined for more and greatness, and that everything is not for $1. It's not at all. So it was just the route that she took. It showed that she wasn't in it to figure out Umar. Like it wasn't at all. Because why her mom kick her out? That's what the real question is. Why did her mom, after all this, why would her mom kick her out? She was going around doing stuff that she wasn't supposed to be doing. Now, because she got the same ego that Umar would probably wind up getting. I'm this, I'm that. You can't, I got 29,000 followers. You can't tell me nothing, mom. I'm these people booking me for $500 conversations. Mom probably like, hey, all right, you grown. Go be grown. Just like any other mom would go with their daughter in a Black household, single parent. It's just the same story. It's just how it goes. But we just can't. I just like to hold people accountable in certain situations. Definitely, like once in Philadelphia, knowing like how people got to grow up fast, like that's not acceptable. But she definitely was trying to get accepted from somebody, something that Umar could have gave her. But it definitely. Yeah, that's a hard, sticky situation. But yeah, Umar definitely could have helped though. But she's not helping herself either.
Yeah, and I see I understand your perspective on this. So I'm not seeking to be combative. From my vantage point as a father who's raising children, it's always about the preservation of life. Right. And if she's talking about unaliving herself, and she has been admitted a couple of times since Umar did that rant and went off on her, I believe that had an impact on her mental health too. I think she's probably had some. I don't want to speculate, but that she had some other underlying issues. But that kind of took her over the top. In my mind, as a father who loves my daughters, I want to see the preservation of life. And Umar did not he didn't step up to the plate on that. And at the end of the day, he's the parent. And her mother has done what she could, because she did mention that. But when it comes to manhood and fatherhood, that's our primary goal. Responsibility is to make sure that our children are safe and secure. Umar didn't do that. So I totally understand your perspective on this.
But Jamal the same way.
I know.
It's the Marines. It's the Army. It's just. And then once once she learned that from him, like, and that's the thing. I feel like she would have learned him, she would accept him and understand how he is the way he is. And that's what helped me understand that, because I was really close with I'm really close with my grandpa. I was really close with Umar, and I'm really close with all their siblings and everything. So I got everybody's story. Yeah, I got my grandma's story, my grandpa's story, my uncles, my aunts, my moms. I got everybody's story. So I'm just piecing it together, and I'm like, well, at the end of the day, I can't vouch any of y'all for anything, because y'all upbringings is what made you that. Like, your environment, I can't hold you accountable to the environment that you was in. You only knew what you was doing. My mom had me at 16. I can't say that she didn't know what the hell she was doing. So I'm not going to act like she was treating me terrible, because if I was 16 with a kid, I would probably been doing worse. So, like, I try to put myself in those shoes and understand the environment that they was in, and I hold them a wholehearted sword. Like, even like with Umar, his dad was a Marine, so his dad probably treated him the way that Marines treated Marines, and his mom was
in here. Because I'm blocked. I've been blocked on Lennon channel for about 4 years, maybe 5 now. But tell him that Umar's IG, you could type this in his chat. Umar has a $9.99 per month subscription on IG. That would be deemed personal income. I don't think he's ever covered that or noticed that angle, but yeah, Umar gets a personal income. He get a statement from IG. Now, how long he's had the membership up, I don't know, but he got 16 members and it's $10 a month. So he can't say he don't get personal income no more, because that's not an FDMG page.
Off the boat. Jamal mom was off the boat, so him getting raised by Jamaicans in a house that don't, and he's the light skin with light eyes, he probably definitely got treated like shit.
You mean Cuban?
So,
you're talking about Cuban,
yeah,
right?
Cuban.
Yeah.
Yep. So like I just try to keep all that in perspective, understanding that everybody's situation is different, and I forgive, but I don't forget.
Miss B, boys are no different. When they hit puberty, they start getting peach fuzz on their balls.
I feel like she definitely could have took a lot different. I hit her up a lot of times. I hit her up when she was twerking, getting naked on the Instagram, and I was like, hey, this is not how you want to be seen. She seen it and did it again.
She wasn't listening.
So that for me was like, oh, she just wanted, literally, this is what she wants to do. And to me, at her age, somebody said that to me, I was like, all right, yeah, I probably should not be doing this.
Yeah, no, and I get it. I understand your perspective. I'm not saying that I disagree. I'm just saying from my perspective, it's about the preservation of her life. And I sincerely hope that she gets the psychological service, mental health services that she needs in order to get issues resolved so that she can move forward in her life in a positive way.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, she definitely do. Yeah, I totally agree. Yes, I hope and wish she do too as well. And I think, like they say, social media is the biggest drug right now.
Yeah,
she gotta put the phone down. She gotta put the phone down.
Yeah, and Hamubu says Umar's daughter, and we got 3 more questions. Umar's daughter seems to be not well. Could Umar petition the court to be her appointed guardian? I don't think he's in a position to do something like that anyway.
She grown. Nobody can be her guardian. She's 22. She's grown. Nobody can be her guardian.
Now. Yeah, I think she's 23 now.
All right. Yeah. So
so she's grown. Maybe Hamubu's asking. Let's say, for instance, if it's a mental health issue and she needs like a guardianship type.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I don't know if that's the case, but Umar's not in a position. He doesn't even take care of your grandma.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would happen. Okay, real quick. Also, James said much respect to this brother, so he's giving you some respect, and I want to give you
brother. Thank you, brother.
Okay, yeah, thank you for coming on. I got 2 more questions here.
Yeah, no problem.
So, what is your best advice that you could give to Umar?
I would say I would tell him he had the most profound family that he did not like support at all. Like his family, like just not even like just his brothers and sisters, just alone, like is like super extremely intelligent, like just like him, for sure. I feel like if he would have invested more in his family,
security and shit,
it would have made his life a lot easier. And I'm not talking about investing financially. I'm talking about investing as far as time, wisdom, building a structure, breaking generational curses, things like that. Everything that he said, what Black families should be doing, if he was doing it with his family, it would definitely been great.
And let's say if tomorrow you were able to talk with your grandmother for the first time in years, what would you say? What would you tell her? Or what would you tell Umar
or tell my grandma?
To your grandma. What would you talk about? What would you tell her?
If I knew, the first thing I would do is go get a scratch off. So that would be the first thing I would present her, is that scratch off. Right? For sure, definitely present her that scratch off. But I would tell her, like, yeah, I would just tell her, I told you I was coming back. And I think that would be enough to resonate with her. Like, she'll know, because she always say, like, Robbie, I know you're gonna come for me. I know you're gonna come for me. So me saying like, yeah, I came back for you, I think that would definitely set her at so much ease. Much ease.
Yeah, well, brother, I sincerely hope that a way is made for you and your family to be able to get back into your grandmother's life. I already know it's not an easy thing, and I can tell based on how you talked earlier about how she helped raise you and the things that you used to do, that you have a lot of fond memories. You see her in very high regards, and for that to be taken away from you, that can't be easy. But like we were talking about earlier, you were built for this. You know, you were built for this. And I sincerely hope that a way is made for you to get back into your grandmother's life, and your family members are able to do the same.
Yes, thank you. And I definitely appreciate you letting me jump on. Literally, we just talked about this yesterday, and you got me on today. I know it was definitely last minute, and I definitely appreciate you for allowing me to get on this platform and just express that as well. And honestly, I really don't care about what Umar really thinks to say or whatever. He have nothing over me at all, and my connections and calls can definitely ruffle his feathers too. So like, I'm not really bothered by him in any shape, form, or fashion. And at the end of the day, you can't really knock your nephew for just trying to see his grandmom. So if you feel as though you need to attack me for that,
hasn't
I hope his
responded to
followers
his nephew.
really think about like why. And it only takes a call. Like that's it. Like I've been asking him to just put her on the phone for years, or just FaceTime, something. Like that's all it takes. So like something that small is just shows a lot. And I definitely appreciate you for allowing me to jump on and talk about this. And definitely keep doing what you're doing. I don't know about the Umar bashing and all that. Hey, I don't know about that. My name Bennett. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But I definitely, anytime like you got anything going on as far as like implementing, impacting the youth and stuff like that, I'm definitely all for it for sure. I'm always willing to help the community, everything, all for free. Honestly, like I said, I never do nothing for a dime. I got my own streams of income, and I definitely looking forward to anything as well.
Okay, and I just have to say that you should expect some backlash from Umar Johnson followers. They tend to be that way. Just be prepared for that. That's why I called this the courage part. And I just have to commend you I'm proud of you as a young man at your age, not only to have accomplished what you've accomplished, but also to be willing to be courageous enough to get on this platform out of all platforms and speak your truth.
All right, y'all. That's all I got on that one. We'll resume tonight with the rest of Lene's starting somewhere, because she got so many of them motherfuckers. But we're gonna continue doing all of her interviews that she did. I think tonight, I don't even know who's next on the docket, but we'll get to it. We're about to head over to Truth Hurts Crime and Justice channel. The link is not the link to the live. Yeah, the link in the live is shared on my community wall if y'all want to come over there and hear some court cases. Until the next episode, we out. So cold, but I'm so hot. Dope boys with them knives. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Now Nate Graham headed straight to the block. Pirates this water while till it's hot. Mr. Double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, take an order. Left hand 360 motor to a lot. Blue holler tips, got switches on the dot. State game, true stickers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long live to the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, I get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq D's the number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1,200 strong for a pound for the zop. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. When I'm thinking about
got a pass, yeah, gon' get some nice gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day's a sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing that's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. It ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on the chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rings, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what a dope at, cause you already around.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same